Each member coming down tonight to talk about this is a very important issue, and I am hearing from my constituents back in Northeast Indiana every day on the concern that they have about the president's actions. I'd like to share just a statistic that we know that national crime rate, that violent crime and gun crime have both dropped over the last 2.5 decades. And I think that is a positive sign that we should all be encouraged about, and that we continue to work together to make sure that violent crime and gun crime is eliminated in this country. In 2013, the national crime rate was about half of what it was at its height in 1991. Violent crime has fallen by 51%, had fallen by 51% since 1991, and property crime by 43%. In 2013, the violent crime rate was the lowest since 1970. Compared with 1993, the peak of U.S. gun homicides, the firearm homicide rate was 49% lower in 2010, and there were fewer deaths even though the nation's population grew. The victimization rate for other violent crimes with a firearm, assaults, robberies, and sex crimes, was 75% lower in 2011 than in 1993. Violent, non-fatal crime victimization overall, with or without a firearm, also is down markedly, 72% over the past 2 decades. As one of the former members mentioned, if you look at the city of Chicago, which has some of the most strictest gun laws in the country, has a huge problem with gun violence in that city. I'd like to just read, in closing, again, what I think is really important for all of us, the Second Amendment. A well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. And I ask that all of us, as members of this great body, continue to remember that the Second Amendment is there to protect liberty and freedom. With that, Mr. Chairman, I'll yield back the balance of my time.